He's got it. And the Ravens have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, this is James Cook. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. Gonna give it to Cook, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
319! Look out!
From the gun, it's Allen. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Alert, alert, alert! Alert!
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down. On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Returnable from the 17. Yeah. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Design run here for Allen. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10, and it's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
17 yards.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing on second down, it's Allen. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Off 52. Off 52. Stop. Half 85. Half 85.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be fourth down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Jackson now to throw on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down, Jackson. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. So one quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On the ground, it's Smith. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both. as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Ravens.
Shotgun snap, and they'll run it with Smith. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Jackson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal. At the 4-yard
Jackson
line.
now. Moving to his left. And he will wisely just get rid of this one. And set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's Smith. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
Well, after the failures of the 1st and 2nd down, you got to look now at your 3rd down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
3rd and goal for Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Bills 3. Tyler Lewis to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Monday. Gun. What's that?
On first down, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
A gain of 26
That
yards.
one good for 26 yards.
For Bills.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
15 yards.
15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down.
39-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Alert! 180! Middle. Stop. Alert! What's that?
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
brings up
A
second
bit of a
and
quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
2nd and 5.
Half 85, half 85. Alert, alert, alert. Look out.
Throwing again is Allen. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
that's another
Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Bills first down.
yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up second down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Half. What's that?
One more time going up top with Allen. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Curtis
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Allen gonna throw again. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that'll set up 4th down.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills cuts the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Bills 6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Raven first down.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Matt Milano. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
1st and 10.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. The Bills will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the Ravens 39-yard line.
I'm not a bus. All my people there. On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, And now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Defensively on third down, Mike, that's the money down. You have to find a way to get off the field. Most offenses are going to be more pass-heavy, looking to throw the ball downfield to convert. How can you dial up the pressure just a little bit, force an errant throw, and in this case, come away forcing the turnover?
This one caught by the back out of the backfield, and they will get the first down here and move it to field goal range inside the 25.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
To throw is Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Second down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
On third down, Jackson. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That was incomplete. Hovering, standing there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And now flags come in. This kickoff goes out of bounds. Special teams with a mistake on the kickoff. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Alert, alert, alert! Present!
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And angling for the sideline, but that ball will go out of bounds, so they try to pin them deep with a directional kick, but it backfires. With the ball out of bounds, it'll come out to the 40-yard line.
Alert! 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Present!
Play action. It's Allen. Pass caught by Shakir. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the
56,
45-yard
56!
line.
Stop. Hey, home. Off 52. Present!
From the gun, here is Allen. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. Here's Allen now on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
23-yard line.
To the air once more is Allen. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. He's got it inside the 5. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
The Bills, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hook. Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
The 2-yard line. Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Josh Allen. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Ravens bring their punt team out. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And a very solid return as they're able to bring him down.
50-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On third down, it's Allen. That's three. Third time tonight. And now he loses the football. He gets free. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Either frame in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. They'll begin this on the ground with Smith. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And he'll take it on in. Tay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. First and 10, and it's Allen. A throw on the move is caught.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break. And he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
It's on the 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 33, here's second down and 4. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Touchdown. Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, this is Strong. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first and 10, it's Allen. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he is going to score.